Peace and love, everyone. It's your girl, Karina. Welcome back to the channel. And I'm continuing my series on how to lose weight according to your astrology. We're focused on Mars because Mars is a planet of physicality, activity. It's also the planet that rules over Aries, which has a lot of connections to the body, working at the body, the muscular system, the blood. So, in a lot of ways, Mars can inform us about the type of ways that we could work out, we could lose weight, we can tone our bodies and build our bodies. Now, the thing that I focus on with this placement is where Mars is sitting in the houses. So each video is going to have the zodiac sign and the house it's associated with, because those two combined are kind of like the energies that I'm speaking of and talking towards. So I actually recommend that you watch the zodiac sign and the house placement of where your Mars is. Okay. One of the things that we consider, that I'm considering for you, is actually the type of house that Mars is sitting in. So in every piece of the chart, it's broken down into 4 quadrants, right? And 3 house segments, okay, which is angular, succedent, or cadent house, okay? An angular house placement for Mars is going to be a strong Mars, strong willpower. So that's one thing to consider. A succedent placement won't be as strong, right? This is why you might take more time to work out. You might not be as willing. So just knowing like how much push you have can tell you based off of where Mars is placed. Where the cadent house is really difficult to get your Mars moving. Okay. Now, the other thing is that whichever house your Mars is in can also hint to like the time of day that is best for you to apply physical activity. Okay. And the other thing I want to add is that the sun placement, like, so wherever your sun is, you want to also work out or do physical activity that within that time or after that time. So we'll discuss that even more further into this video. So we are going to discuss in this one Mars in Aquarius, which also is Mars in the 11th house. So what we need to discuss is, what is the 11th house? Well, that 11th house is social butterfly house. It's the house where you're just going to be chatting up with people. You're going to be networking. You're going to be talking to people, getting things moving, making appointments, going out and meeting people, having, all different kinds of great group sessions, leading groups, being a part of groups, following groups. That 11th house is also your fans and your followers, and the place where people kind of like want to connect with you. They like you, they adore you, they follow you. It's also the place of visions, right? So with all that being said, having a vision board works very well in general. But if you have Mars in Aquarius or the 11th house, then having a vision board can really help to motivate you, because the 11th house is a succedent house, which means that it's not as strong. It's the second in the 3 coupling, right? In the 3 trio of house categories, right? Angular is the strongest, which would be that 10th house. And the 11th house is succedent. So your motivation may not be as strong, but having actual vision boards work very well with the 11th house, because this is the place of your hopes and dreams, and having something to remind you of what you want could work. So people who do things like put up a favorite celebrity or whatever and put it on the refrigerator, or put up a picture of yourself, maybe draw yourself on who you want to be, or the type of clothes that you want to wear when you work out, or the things that you want to do when you are at your goal weight. These are all things that ignite the vision and work very well with Aquarius energy, because it's pushing you into the future and igniting your motivation to do it. Okay. The other thing about this energy is that it is about being with other people. Okay. And in the times that we're in, you could be a little bit more isolated, which makes it even difficult to do. So you want to really focus on who it is that you are able to do this with. So this is also about being in the same association and group of people that will help you to move forward, which means you need to have friends. Like, the who you are is the 5 people you surround yourself with. This is an 11th house quote, okay? Because who you are, it manifests based off of the people who are influencing you, right? As well as who you are influencing, which is the 11th house, is the 11th house of influence as well. It all is connected. So that means you need to have friends that like to work out, that like to focus on their health and eat well. So you want to like have a group of friends that maybe you cook with, or that you share recipes with, or a group of friends that you are doing a challenge with, a group fitness challenge with, or definitely going out. This is a perfect placement for wanting to go out, go to the gym, work out, be around people, work out with friends, work or just socialize at the gym. That's part of the reason why you want to go, is because you could be around new and different types of people. So that's really important. But also, you need to surround yourself with people who want the same goals as you. So if you're finding that you and your friends really love to, go out and eat at and have drinks like 2 or 3 times a week, like, you might have to create a new group of friends that you do healthy things with to balance that out. Because being a social butterfly is kind of like your active thing, with Mars being in the 11th house or in Aquarius, and you're naturally going to do with whatever people or types of people you're associating with. So that's a very big thing about this placement that you have to understand if you want to work on losing weight, okay? The other thing you could do is like, the 11th house is like network, so like internet network. So you could be like become a fitness influencer. And I know that sounds crazy because you're like, look, like, if I'm watching this video, I probably am not like fit yet. But this could be that kind of journey where you're showing people your fitness journey and influencing people, because you're going to need to connect with people. So you can do that online, but you can also share your personal journey online, which actually puts you out into the world as well, and also fulfills that 11th house need. Okay. The other thing about the 11th house is understanding its placement on the birth chart clock. Like I've said, the birth chart is a clock, right? So the 12th house is, okay, hold on, let's see. I always mess this up. The midheaven is noon. So I would start there, right? And so when you go backwards, that would be noon to 10 a.m., right? So 8 to 10 a.m. is the 11th house, which means that you would work really well. One of the times you could do your activities or active fitness, social butterfly combined with fitness times, is early in the morning, okay? Which works very well for you, because some placements it's like in the middle of the night and we got to work our way around that. But so sometime between 8 and 10 a.m. is a great time to get started and do a workout with your friends. Go to the gym if you can. Maybe make a Zoom meeting to work out with your friends, or create like a challenge and do it somehow at the same time with one another. Also, if you like take group fitness classes, this works very well for you. And take those fitness classes during the time of 8 and 10 a.m. Okay, because that will also work out well for you. You're activating your Mars energy at that time. The other thing is to also discover what time on the clock your sun is, because that could be another taking or idea of when you want to exert physical energy, because the time of day will tell you when you're the most energized. For instance, if you are born at between 8 and 10 a.m., then it's perfect. Like if your sun and Mars are together, that's definitely an hour of the day that you want to utilize to continue exerting your physical energy, because it'll be at its strongest. But let's say your Mars is in the 11th house, but you have the sun at like on top of your midheaven or whatever, then you could utilize the Mars placement between the times of 8 and 10, but you might actually find that afternoon, right? Afternoon would be an even better time to, or another opportunity to utilize your sun energy. and work out and exert your physical energy at that time too, because the sun also speaks of vitality. So depending on where your sun is can also give you another chance to exert yourself, or more of a chance to feel energized to do so, because there's certain times of the day where you're going to be more energized than not. Okay, so that is your Mars in Aquarius. And of course, I'm missing a bunch of things because I don't prepare for my videos. So definitely join me in the comments below. Tell me what parts you feel you can do according to what I've said. And I'll also be sharing more details as I'm like, oh my gosh, that's right, this too, in the comments below, and sharing with you more details on Mars and Aquarius and how to apply it to your fitness routine and help you, exhaust the best part of your chart at what time. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace and love.